What's up everyone, China Cycling here. So I have a sneaky world exclusive on this, the Sensah new hydraulic group set. I've stolen this bike, and on this bike is the new Sensah hydraulic 1x12 speed gravel group set. The hydraulic components are shared with the road group set that's upcoming soon. And for the braking side, it's definitely good news to report. The brakes on this thing, they stop. Let me just get up this hill. Now for this bike, I'll probably do a full video later, but today just a quick video about this Sensah group set. Sorry, I just got pedal clips on the floor. That's a preview for this bike review for you. The BB seems way too low. I've hit my pedals like 3 times on the floor on this one track already. Anyway, back to the group set. So far, first impressions, like I've said, I've only got like an hour and a half riding this thing, but oh shit, so you see pedal strike again. This is actually dangerous. Ah! What the f***? Okay, I'm gonna do this review on the road, not on the single track, because this BB is far too low, and I have to keep pedaling, otherwise this super loud free hub, I don't think you guys can hear me talk, so if I need to keep pedaling, I need to be on the road, otherwise I'm gonna get pedal strike. Okay, anyway, back to the group set. So, Sensah, we know they've had the shifting down for a while now. My first Sensah review, what, 4 years ago, 5 years ago now? So I've been using Sensah on and off on rim brake bikes and cable actuated disc brake bikes, and everyone knows the shifting is great. But the problem has always been the brakes, because cable actuated disc brakes suck, unless you're using the super expensive ones from TRP. So, Sensah, we've all been waiting for it, a hydraulic group set, and here it is. Now the hydraulics, as we know, Sensah have not done hydraulics before, so how good is it? Let's find out. 3, 2, 1. Yeah, it stops. So the hydraulics, they work, there's plenty of stopping power, one finger braking, all that jazz. That was my biggest concern, no problem. Oh, I should point out, Sensah don't know I have this group set. And this could be a pre-production group set, it could be a test group set, there could be things coming to change soon, so take everything with a pinch of salt. Sensah, if you want to send me a legit group set, email down below. So, anyway, the shifting is similar to previous Sensahs, but I'll get onto that in a minute. And the hydraulics, the braking are good. Now looking at these brake calipers, they're a pretty nice brake caliper. The body of the brake caliper seems to be a monoblock, is that the word? I don't know. Anyway, machined from a single piece of metal for better strength or heat dissipation, all that jazz. This is the same caliper that I've seen Z-Race selling as their upgrade kit for L-twoo, and also a brand called III Pro. So if I'm not mistaken, so the design is from III Pro, and then the 3 brands all sell it. So Z-Race sell it overseas, Honoree sell it in China, and III Pro, I don't know where they sell it. Honoree, so this bike is Honoree's bike. Basically everything on this bike is made by Honoree. They started off making accessories, but now they're kind of branching off into everything. Even this frame is Honoree, the wheels are Honoree, blah, 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 blah. But Honoree have a good relationship with Sensah, so it seems that Sensah are going to be using these brake calipers. And so far, nothing bad to complain about that, because as I said, the brake calipers are great. Okay, so I've just said the braking is great, and that's no lie, but the shifting, let's talk about the shifting for a sec. So the shifting is similar to the older Sensah in terms of the shift logic, kind of like SRAM double tap, press once to go harder gear, and then keep pressing past that to go to easier gears. But one thing that is different, I've noticed, now you can only go up 2 gears at a time. So down, shit, it's got pedal strike again. This is, okay. So down, you just do 1 gear at a time. But up, the most you can do is 2 gears. So I think that's a downgrade to before, but maybe it was for easier lever throw or something. Again, when I have the official news, I'll let you know. Another good thing I like about this group set so far, the rear mech, The clutch, or whatever it has in there for spring retention, for chain retention, sorry, is hardcore. The rear mech does not budge. But when you're shifting, it still feels all right in your hand. Like, it's a little tough, but it's not like, oh, that hurts my fingers tough. Because obviously, usually the tougher your springs are in your rear mech, the harder shifting will be. But here, like I said, the spring in the rear mech is super, super stiff, and yet shifting, it's pretty good, pretty responsive. So I like the brakes, I like the rear mech. What don't I like? I do not like these ergonomics. So these shifters, when you guys look at them, you can see they are massive, but I don't mind massive shifters. Like, I used to use SRAM HRD, the original ones with the huge HUD, and I like a big chunky HUD because when you're in the TT position, you can really grab it and yeah, go for it. So I've got nothing against big HUDs. It's the shape of these HUDs. So the back corner on here is just a slightly chamfered 90-degree corner, and it digs into your hands hard. So I went for a quick ride on this the other day without gloves on, and it was like a half-an-hour ride with just some rough, some slightly rough roads, and my hands got destroyed by these corners. So again, don't know if this is a production unit or not, but gloves on today. If I didn't have the gloves on, I might be crying sore in the corner. So yeah, when you're riding it, this bit here is the bit that just really, I mean, look, there's just a sharp edge on there. And yeah, so it's under the rubber cover, but the rubber cover just isn't enough to stop that digging into your hand. And this part of your hand here, that's on here, just gets dug into. So yeah, the ergonomics of this bit here, especially, you know, look at the sharp corner. That's what's going to be changed. Another thing about the ergonomics, the shift levers, I think because now your hand sits higher up, I can't seem to get a good grip on the brake lever. So the brake lever seems to be an identical shape to the old rim brake version, which I got on with fine. But now that my hand is sitting up further up on the lever, I'm not getting on with it so well. I don't know, my fingers just don't seem to be in the right place. And what happens with that, when I pull the brakes, the levers kind of go wishy-washy. So because the brake lever doubles as a shift lever, as I pull in, I find it also like starts to bow inwards in the shift direction too. So again, maybe it's something I can get used to. Like I say, I've got like 2 hours on this group set or something. But yeah, the ergonomics of the shift levers could be refined, especially the left lever. So this is a 1x group set. The left shift lever does nothing, and yet look, it can move in and out. So they could have locked that off, just had it as a straight brake lever, because this is, I don't know, it feels annoying to me. What else do you guys want to know? Oh yeah, so this is the 1x version. We've got a 12 speed at the back. I think it goes up to 50 or 52 teeth. I've got a 10 to 50 cassette on here, I think. The cassette, again, made by Honorary. Actually looks like a really nice cassette. I might get one for my other bikes. And like I say, shifting has been good. Going to easy gear seems a little bit delayed, but yeah, not bad. So yeah, this is more of just a first impressions video, but you guys let me know in the comments down below what questions you have. Weights, I asked, also no official answer on what the weights are. Again, I didn't get this group set from Sensah. Sensah don't even know I have this group set, so shh. But my first impressions, braking, excellent. Rear mech chain retention, excellent. Shifting, a bit wishy-washy. Ergonomics, terrible. So my original title for this video was going to be the good, the bad, and the ugly. The good was going to be the brakes, the bad was going to be the ergonomics, and the ugly was going to be the appearance. But Campagnolo came out with this new super record yesterday and pissed on that plan, because they are the new kings of ugly with that thing. Jesus. But yeah, if the Campagnolo launch yesterday taught us anything, it's that group sets aren't as easy as we think. Also, I saw in Campagnolo's press release yesterday, they were blaming lots of it on patents. Oh, we can't do that because there's patents, we can't do this because there's patents. And again, it's the same kind of thing I've told you in my L-twoo videos before. So it seems we're all suffering from patent hoarding of Shimano and SRAM, and I guess the consumers suffer for it. But yeah, just a quick look today at the Sensah new HRD. They even call it HRD, exactly the same as what SRAM used to call it. Any questions you guys have about this group set, let me know in the comments down below. I'm going to keep riding it, and I'm going to keep riding this bike because This bike has lots of cool potential as a full suspension gravel bike. Obviously, in terms of full suspension gravel bikes, one of the only options at the minute is the 9 Magic carpet ride, and it's good to have some alternatives to that, I guess. So I'm going to go back and look at the geometry and see if this bottom bracket is too low or if I've just put the suspension too soft, but I don't think it's too soft for my weight, so we'll see. So anyway, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the review of this bike when I'm finished with that. And again, hopefully Sensah will send me some news on this group set or an updated version of the group set, and I can do a proper test. I hope these ergonomics change, because if they launch with these ergonomics, I think this thing's going to be dead on arrival. So these corners here, like I say, destroying my hands. Hopefully they'll fix that soon. Anyway, super quick and dirty video, just out on my lunch break. It's like 36 degrees here in Xiamen. And yeah, give the video a thumbs up, and I'll see you next time. China Cycling out.